So, like, this is the beginning of the beat. Firstly, we have to manage the kick, also the speed of the beat. About so, let's get it done. Yeah. So must put the tom mid. Yeah, like this. I can copy how I do it here. So, like, you can copy as I do it. Also, the snare, like this. Yeah. So we must have FL keys while create a melody. Yeah. Must follow all those steps. This one. So like you let it start to make sense. Also on the purity you must do something like this. You see? So now we sound like this. So perfect. So you must also on the period go to the lead snake winter whistling and then you'll have something like this. Epa mo masajisa ukangifakeli ungangifakeli imali sorry ma-charges ngangawafaki ngangifakeli ma-charges lapha 60 rand. also must have something like no chicken. Hello, must have something like this, like a string. You see, it all makes sense now. So like, yeah, you killed the reverb and delay for the again. And then this is the bass. Bass. This is the bass. 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 For additional, you can also add an log drum. Yeah, yes, you can add an log drum on Chicago. Just have to be, you have to use some skills there. Yeah, you have to use some skills. Excuse. So, in full, yeah, is it? Stoic. طيب. شو. Yeah, so done. Comment, subscribe, tell me how you feel about this beat.